Hello. Right, picture 15. Right, hands up how many people didn't see picture or video 13. It went straight from 12 to 14. I'd like to turn around and say that I didn't put picture 13 in because I'm superstitious, and I didn't put 13 in for that reason. But the real reason is I'm a knob and I forgot. What can you say? I got confused. I thought I'd done 13, but obviously I haven't, so oh well, what do you expect? Anyway, picture 15. I'll get it right this time. This is an excellent picture, this. There's a lot of people going to look at this and just go, that is just fantastic. I don't know what it looks like now, because I've not been. And the last time I went back, which was at Christmas, I didn't exactly go down that far, because I'd only got a short space of time to see. But I'm going to load this one up now and then just tell you a few stories about it. I've tried searching for some history about it and I can't really find anything. So if anybody's got any stories, please let me know. Right, so here it comes. Picture 15. There we go. Ah, excellent. This is the, well, it's called the Aquaduct Victory Club now. Whereas when I was a kid it was called the Viaduct Club. Sorry, the Aquaduct Club, not the Viaduct. Get it right. The Aquaduct Club. And I spent many, bit like the Rads, a bit like the non-pots or the non-political club, which was further down Aquaduct Road, the main road. Spent a lot of time here as well. I mean, this is just fantastic. I love this. I mean, the last time I came down, it was boarded up, which was a couple of years before. Well, I think it was about 1990. So you know, and there wasn't much going off. And like I said, I took these in 1992, and it's open obviously as the Victory Club, but it's the tiles. I mean, how many other people remember the tiles on this outside? I mean, these are. I mean, from when I was a kid, these have been unchanged. You know, they've not altered. You know, I remember the doors being the same as far as I know. But when I went and saw it, and I saw the tiles outside, it just took me straight back. It was absolutely fantastic. So I've done a lot of history on it, and I can't find a lot of history on it. But I'd like to hear from anybody else that went, you know, to the Aquaduct Club. Around about the, I would say 73 to about 70, 76 or 77, I would say, but it's excellent. Anyway, I'll read you what I put about this. Just get me notes and paper. Oh, I'd also like to say hello to Brooksy as well. I missed him out on the last when I was giving names out. Thanks a lot, mate, for your emails and stuff. And that. Anyway, picture 15. Formerly the Aquaduct Club, now the Victory Club. It still has the original tiles outside on the walls. I'm really glad I caught this on film like this. Last time I saw it had been boarded up. You could go back over 20 years and the only thing missing would be the houses around it, which is true. My mum and dad would bring us here, and when we got bored of sitting about, we would play outside, which is true. You know what it's like as a kid. You get to the club, after 2 bottles of pop, 3 bags of fish, you're bored, the turn's boring, you want to go outside and play. And I remember we was just running about with the other kids that you would only ever see again at the club. There used to be old cars parked up the left-hand side that we would play in. I think most of our childhood was spent in either old car or old houses, which is about true if you've been following this series. Yeah, I remember that. Just up the left-hand side where you can see there was an old steelworks. I believe my dad used to work in there as well at some stage, because I remember him saying that I think it's this one. The boss and the owner had a pink, either a pink or a powder blue Cadillac or something like that. He had a really big American car, the boss did, and everybody used to look at it. You know, used to stand out. So if anybody else has got any information or remembers that, then please, you know, let me know. But I remember we used to go right up the left-hand side, and there used to be some really old cars, 1940s, 1950s, and we used to, if we could get in and play about them and play with the other kids and run around the wall and your army, you know, your usual games. And it was one of them where I think we kind of went in bits and pieces. Like sometimes we'd go to the Rads for 4 weeks on the trot, and then sometimes you know, the Aquaduct Club. Unless it was a case of you know, it just seemed like we used to go to one or the other. Maybe we went for one Friday night or whatever. But it always, I never ever saw the kids anywhere else. It was always, you know, they never were on the street or around the streets. They must have been further up Darnell way or whatever. Well, also what I remember, to the right of the club, I think it was about 3 streets away, there was like, you know, because you used to get the long line of streets and yards that used to run upwards, which have gone now. And I always remember there was a shop, and it was set in where the houses were. so you want to tell if it looked up there. And we used to nag me mum and dad to give us some money, because they used to send these giant lucky bags, and I think they were about 5 pence or something, and they were really, you know, they were like, you know, that size type of thing, you know, massive lucky bag. You get a big toy and a few sweets, and I don't know what it is. I mean, I look at them now and I go, I'm not buying you one of them, you know, to my kid, it's the rubbish, you know, whereas when I was a kid, it was the one thing you wanted. And I remember one time, we got one apiece, and I opened mine up, and I'd got like a little golf club and a golf ball, and it was like, you know, once you'd knocked it off the table a few times, you were told to put it away, you know, type of thing, because she was annoying in the club. But my brother got this, like, it was like a little dog, a little blue dog, and it was on a string, and when you pulled it, it must have been the springs and the legs, and it used to walk. He'd pull it and it walked, and I was so jealous because he'd got this and I'd got a golf ball and a stick, and the amount of times I went back and we bought another lucky bag and I never got it, and I tried bribing him and all sorts, you know, but I never got it. Anyway, that's what little brothers do. That was what the big brothers have got. So yeah, that's the story for that one, for picture 15. But yeah, as it says, Cliffe Victory Club at the Aquaduct Club. But it's the tiles that get me, they're just amazing. I can just see them as a kid. It's just, you know, fantastic. I know when I go back, which is going to be August this year, I shall go down and have a look, and hopefully it'll still be there. I don't know whether it is or not. If anybody can let me know, I hope it still is. I hope it's unchanged, because it's like one of them little landmarks you remember as a kid, just literally as it was. I love this one. Anyway, that was picture 15. Thank you very much.